In June of this year, I started a position at PNC Mortgage in a department called File Prep as the temporary employee. In September of this year, my manager came to me telling me they were piloting a Grow Your Own Processor program. She told me that it would be a permanent position and that it would be a higher position in the company. She told me to send my resume into the recruiter and that I would be getting a call back for an interview. A week later, I still hadn't got that call back for the interview. At that point, I started to get a little bit discouraged, but I stayed in faith, and a week later, I had the call for the interview. When I came into work for the interview, I checked my email as I did every morning in that position, and I saw that the interview had been canceled. I was told that I hadn't been working at the company long enough and that I would need to be temporary for a longer time. So that day I called my temp company and I spoke with my manager there, and she told me she would work it all out. Everything worked out. I got the interview. At the interview, the processor manager told me that I was a good fit for the job and that I should receive my offer letter by the end of the day. The end of the day had came. I still hadn't got my offer letter, so I began to get a little discouraged. Maybe 3 days later, I checked my email. I had the offer letter. I had to take my background check and a drug test. I did that, and I was supposed to start my position as a processor on October 17th. October 17th came, and I had more challenges thrown at me, and I still had not started the position. So that week I went to my small group, chilling with the Word, Minister Kelly. I spoke with the people in my small group, and they told me, to stay in faith. This is just coming to try my faith, and just to stay in faith, be positive about it, and everything will work out on my behalf. So that's easily said than actually being in that. But days went on, I still hadn't got a call to when I would start. During the time that I was still at home and not starting my position, I was in faith. I never spoke anything negative. I never said forget the job. I never said I should have just stayed in file prep. I tried to keep my mind on God's word and what his word says. On October 31st, I started my position as a junior processor. So my testimony is that God does everything in his time. Stay in faith. Don't speak negative on your situation. And everything is not, even though it doesn't look good all the time, that doesn't mean that God's not working. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have you in his mind. And stay thankful. Happy Thanksgiving.